Hello. Hello, everyone.
I don't think.
This is Real Talk with Lady Hale. How everyone's doing? It's good to be on here today and talking with all of you. It is just a true blessing to be here on Real Talk with Lady Hale. It is just a privilege and an honor and a blessing. I just want to make sure everyone is having a blessed day. So I want to make sure that all of our people are having a blessed day. And also, don't forget story time with Lady Hale tonight. So make sure you gather your children so they can hear Real Talk with Lady Hale. I'm going to go ahead and start my Valentine story.
Already?
I know. I'm starting early with my children. Y'all look,
It's not even February.
I know. I start early. I want my children to know we're going to read Henry and the Valentine Surprise. So we're going to really start early. Just like I started early with Christmas. I think I started the week before Thanksgiving with our Christmas story, and the kids, they loved it. So I asked the kids, what's the next holiday? They knew it was Valentine's, so I'm going to start our Valentine. And I'm sure the adults, but these are for children. So we are going to start our Valentine.
Are you sure your mic is on?
Huh?
Are you sure your mic is on?
Okay. Hello.
There you go.
Yeah, my mic is on now. So we are going. I'm just so honored and so thankful for everything that we've done and everything that we're doing. And my co-host here, Mr. Josh Mikta with Paz Impact, was doing a fabulous job. And don't forget to listen to him every Monday night from 7:30 to 9:30. Josh has some exciting people on. Josh is doing a fantastic job, and I am so glad that Josh and I partnered together. That's the best thing, when you can just partner together with people and y'all can go ahead and you can work it out. That is the best thing, and I love it so much. It's all about working together. It's all about the community. It's all about getting the word out. He does a great job with the HIV testing. He does a great job with finding resources. He is just a fabulous person, and I am so glad that I do know him and that I am able to work on his committee and everything that he's doing. So I want to make sure if you have this video, go ahead, you share this video, because we have a good topic tonight. I'm sure you saw the post that I had shared with everybody. It was a picture that went viral on Facebook. What happened was, it was a picture of a young man who had two small kids, and he was in prison. So it made it seem like that it was, oh, what about now? You still can't hear me, y'all? Can you hear me now? Still can't hear me? I got my mic on. Let me try the purple. Okay, what about now? Can you hear me on anything? Okay, what about now? I got on 3 mics, so you should maybe hear me on something. So that's what I was saying. The video went viral, and it says, I guess, ladies, make sure who you keep around your children. But as I looked at that video, something just didn't sit right with me on that video. So what I did, I reached out to Mr. King and found out that that was not the true story of that particular video. So what I did was I contacted him, and he's going to be on the show tonight. Can everybody hear me? Not on Facebook Live. So y'all can go to the link, because I'm on 3 mics, and I don't think they still could hear me. And y'all, everybody know Lady Hale talks loud. Everybody know that. So this one is on, Josh. Yeah, because I heard it when I put it in there. Yeah, I could hear it.
But I don't think it's broadcasted.
It's not broadcasted. Can somebody please go to the link and make sure they can hear us? Also, call Mr. Hale. You got his number? And he can listen to it. But I'll go ahead. So, because he's going to call us in on Facebook. No, he's going to call me on the phone. And what happened was that video was kind of disturbing, and I understand what they were saying about the video. We have to be careful, especially as parents, who we put our children around and everything. But something wasn't right about that video, and it was saying because the children were around him, that's why the oldest boy went to prison, and that was not the story at all. So you will hear on him, that video went viral. So we will be talking to him tonight, and also I will be talking about this situation in the Mississippi prison, all of this that's going on somehow or another, and I'm still not understanding this, and Mr. King will help me with this. I received a video from some of the inmates that were on the inside of actually what was going on. So they wanted me maybe to either reach out to the media, either I'm media myself, see what I could do to help them. And I was just like, how did they get this video on the inside of the prison? And they had all of this, and it was kind of graphic. You could see all of the people that were killed, and you could see all of the smoke. It was just a whole story, and I found out through Mr. King that a lot of times when you do that, a lot of times the inmates have access to get cell phones into the prisons. I'm like, oh, really? And they were walking up and down the hall with these cell phones. And somehow they got, I don't know, I guess somebody told them about Real Talk with Lady Hale. So they were able to get the video to me. Now, I am not going to play the video because it's so graphic. And it was from the inside of everything that was going on, but I will talk about it. And I have reached out to some of the inmates' families. So that's something we will be discussing tonight. And I think Mr. Gary Monroe is on here. I'd like for him to call in because he and I had this discussion. Mr. King and I had this discussion. So it's two sides to every story. Now, I understand that they're in the prison and they're being mistreated or whatever's going on or whatever. But there's a second side of the families that they may have murdered or whatever. So I understand both sides because the inmate's family has a side, and then the people who were the victims, they have also a side in this here. So I want everybody's input and, you know, what you think about that situation in Mississippi that's going on. What did you think about that viral video from Mr. King that showed him? So I'm just trying to get a handle on that, about what's going on in there, because I've never been to prison. I don't really know what the whole situation is. So they reached out to me, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know, we will discuss it. I will discuss it with Mr. King tonight, and we will discuss his issue with that viral video. And I understand we do have to protect our children. As you know, there's so much domestic violence. As you saw from the young lady, Pretty P, Miss Dominique Jefferson, who fiance, she was engaged, and then 3 days later she was murdered. And she was a fantastic person. I had the opportunity to meet her family, meet the children, meet her mom, and those were the most loving and most kind people. So look on my Facebook page. You can go to Real Talk with Lady Hale, or you can go to my personal page, and you will be able to see on there they are having a fish fry to help bury her and incur some of the expenses on that. The young lady did have 3 children, so we want to make sure that those children are taken care of, because those children truly, thank you, Miss Cara, those children truly needed their mother. And this is what I say about domestic violence or murder. People just don't understand that these children are left behind without a parent. No one thinks about that. You want to murder a person or you want to take their life, but you don't think about the parents or the children or the aunts, the uncle, the grandparents that are left behind, scarred, because she had small children. And these small children, they needed their mother. And I don't know what was going on through his mind. And I heard my brother John Marsden say today, he was talking about the gun violence and how it is so many people are being killed. And I was looking at a story a few minutes ago before I came in New Orleans. It was a young man, about 23 or 24. He was working in Walmart at the customer service where you return items. So when somebody came in and they wanted to return an item, and by him being the supervisor, they did call him, and he told them that he could not return this item. So instead of the person just saying, okay, leave it alone, they took a gun out and shot the boy. When I call him boy, I'm sure he's a young man, 2 times in the chest and killed him instantly. And the young lady that was next to him on the cash register before because she was talking, she got shot for no reason. So this gun violence and all of this, it just has to stop. We are going to have to do something as a community, as a people. It's something we're going to have to do. And I need y'all to put your comments in there. What do you think we can do? I know we didn't have enough rallies. I know we didn't pray enough. We didn't walk enough. So what is the next thing that we need to do as a community with this gun violence? You know, I've talked to Mr. Gary Monroe. I've talked to quite a few of you. I talked to you, Miss Carla, because Miss Carla lost her son, which was a fantastic young man. If you ever met Miss Carla Tone Curry, her family, that's probably Mr. Kim right there. Her family is so fantastic, and I thank them. They did invite me out to when it was her son's birthday, and her family is fantastic also. And I do have a very good relationship with her grandchildren. They always come on my show when they can.
You can hear him.
And these children are...
Do you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, hold on, Mr. King. And her children have a very good relationship, and they love to come on and, you know, talk about their dad. And the little girl, she's so smart. All Miss Carla's children are so smart, and they're so bright kids, but they truly miss their dad. They truly miss their uncle, but nobody thought about that before they pulled that trigger. Nobody thought about that. So Miss Carla, I want you and Miss Martinez, I want y'all to come back on there, because we're not going to just stop talking about what happened to your children. To me, these are all our children. So it's something we must do in the community. We have to start talking about gun violence. We have to start talking about domestic violence. Hey, John Marsden, my brother, it's something we have to do, and I am so proud of John. And I'm so proud that we have him in the city of Houston, because he fights for unsolved homicides. He fights for domestic violence. Him and his wife and his home team, they are just so fantastic. And I am so glad that I had the honor and the opportunity to be able to work with Mr. John Marsden. I saw my good friend, Mr. Anton Dawes is on, who we truly love, and my girl, Renee Smith Jefferson. I love her. She is so beautiful. Oh, and I love her daughter. Y'all know her daughter going to be running for the president of the United States in about 20 years. She got my vote already. I love her. And also, Miss Gloria, she says, I'm a victim of domestic violence. If I could just speak to one young lady. You're right, Miss Gloria. If we just have to speak to one person at a time, we should be able to do something about this. And I know John talks about this all the time on his show. And if you listen to Real Talk 100, make sure you listen to John Marsden. He is on every Wednesday from, I think it's 7 to 9. So make sure you go ahead and you listen to Mr. John Marsden. And if you need anything, or just reach out to him. Those are some good people. And Miss Carla said justice is on the way for me and my daughter. We have a private eye, I guess, on Dante Mountain say just, but we can't talk about it. But we're going to pray for you anyway, Miss Carla, because we want justice for Dante. And Mary Lou, we're so sorry that you lost your brother, my big brother, Preston Caesar. You know, me and Preston had that relationship. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, everybody. I didn't have no church announcements for today. I can't believe I don't have church announcements for today. But we will be starting to have church announcements in a few days or so. And I want to go ahead and bring on Mr. King. How you doing, Mr. King?
How you doing this evening?
I am so glad. It is an honor, a privilege, and a blessing, you know, to talk to you. I had been watching, I saw the video, not the video, I saw the picture on Facebook. I saw that picture all around, but when I saw that picture and I saw your face on there and they were talking about the 2 little boys, something didn't sit right with me about that picture. And I read through there and I read all those negative comments. I'm like, something is just not right about this picture. And I've learned, you know, everything that come on Facebook, you just don't believe everything, you know, that you see. So that's why I reached out to you. And that photo went viral, but you didn't put that photo out, did you?
I actually put the photo out, but I put the photo out in a different context. It was a different message to the photo.
Okay.
In all actuality, it's a photo that I did create, but
Okay.
Someone took it and turned it into a meme and added
Right.
the words on there. Look at the impact you had.
Right, right. And see, that's what I saw in there. I guess when I saw it, it said, ladies, be careful of who you let around your children. If not, then your children will end up in prison just like this man. And I didn't believe that because everybody makes their own choices. You know what I'm saying? And you would tell the story about your nephew. And I wouldn't blame you if something were to happen to a child or somewhere, because you know, children and teenagers, they have their own mind. They're going to make their own decisions regardless.
I totally agree. Actually, he's like a stepson to me. He's my son's older brother.
Okay,
So,
yeah. Just like your son.
Yes, exactly. Like, I literally raised him. His father is deceased.
Right.
When I met his mom, his father was already deceased. So basically, I'm pretty much the only father figure that he
That's
ever
right,
had
right,
for the most
right.
part. So, as you know from the picture itself, it speaks for itself. I've been
Right.
incarcerated before.
Okay.
You know, I had my run-ins with the law, and I was sentenced to federal prison for 211 months.
Woo.
During that process of the 211 months, you know, I had some relief granted to me through the court system, so my sentence was reduced to 180 months.
Okay.
So on a 180-month sentence, I served a total of 13 years and 2 months off of a 15-year sentence.
And you
That's
were
what
a young
180 months is.
And you were a young man when you went in. I'm just looking at your picture. What was your age when you went in?
I was about to turn 22.
That's what I know. I know you were in your yeah. I could tell you were a very young man in maybe I was going to say early 20s, like what you said. And if I can, just for the listeners, can you tell us what you did, or that's something you want to keep personal? I totally understand.
I mean, I don't have no problem with discussing this public record.
Yes, I know. But I wouldn't violate you like that. If that's what you want to share with us, I wouldn't go get it.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with speaking on it. I mean, because people that know me, you know my background.
Right.
Whatever,
right.
You know,
yeah,
so
because you and I had discussed it, yeah.
So I was arrested for a firearm and a drug offense. I was tried in federal court 2 times. After the second trial, I was convicted. And as I told you, I was sentenced to 180 months total when it was all finalized. So
I'm not understanding that just for a gun violation and a drug possession, you get that many years?
Yes, when you come to federal law, people don't realize when you're dealing with the federal system, they're governed by certain statutes, and those statutes are universal, and they're governed by a set of guidelines. So when my guidelines came out, I was charged with a firearm which carried a mandatory 5 years. But
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see it now. Because I've noticed, and say for instance, a lot of the young men that we might work through our school, I'm seeing they're getting more prison time for little basic stuff. And then I don't know if you remember here, we were in Houston and Enron, they didn't get that much time. I'm like, it's different crimes and they don't get the same time, but it seems like people of color, we get more time than other people.
Well, the system is designed a certain way. I mean, when you got a certain amount of money, I mean, sometimes that can help. But with the federal system, it's a play situation. What I mean by a play situation is, man, if you're not willing to help them, they for the most part not willing to help you. So basically, like if you can't serve nobody else, because I'm gonna give you a prime example. Martha Stewart went to prison in federal prison, right? And we know that Martha Stewart has household products and Macy's. She's a multi-millionaire. So it isn't a money thing, right? Along with multiple other people, such as like the guy Steve Warshak, the guy that created Enzyme and created Fathead, right? These are multi-millionaires, so like money isn't an issue with them. The federal government prints money, so they understand the magnitude of what it is. So it's a play system with them. If you're not willing to play, then you can face the consequences for your actions.
Yes, sir.
One more time.
And I truly understand that. And one thing I want to tell you again, thank you for really talking to me, and thank you for reaching out to me, because I've asked you a lot of questions. We had talked about the situation also in Mississippi. We're going to talk about that later. But I just want to thank you for being so open, and I want to thank, because I can feel it in my heart, that you have been reformed, and what you're doing is reaching back to some other kids. You're reaching back to help someone, and I truly, truly appreciate that.
Yes, that's
No,
what
I don't see game time at all there.
That was my life goal.
Yes.
For the most part, that's what I do for, my livelihood.
Yes, sir.
Primarily, that's what provides for me and my family.
Yes, sir.
And at the same token, as you know, I have my own nonprofit.
Yes, you do.
Helping others with life.
Yes, sir.
Through my nonprofit, I'm able to go out the structure of, let's say, a job description. The job description only allows you to do what that description says, right? But there's other vacuums and voids that need to be filled outside of that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand that,
but
and
I don't have
that's truly good. I understand
I don't
that.
have.
Now let
I
me
don't
ask
have
you, for is
hotspot.
that when you were
I don't have
incarcerated
hotspot
for
on my
that,
phone.
did you take different classes in there, or how did you go about your time and stuff to make that time go by quicker?
Yeah, it was plugged up when I got here, and I saw that it wasn't turned on.
I can hear the gap.
So I tried to turn it
Okay,
on.
so you're talking too loud, Josh.
So
they
sorry.
can't hear us. Okay, I'm sorry. He's trying to get the internet on.
I actually took classes and dealt with, social things and educating myself for the
Yes,
most
sir.
part.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
took a lot of parenting classes and things like that that was offered. I mean, the things that's offered in prison now are pretty like me now for the most part. So it becomes a point where you have to, go get it yourself.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
And I really took advantage of that when I was in there. For the most part, I did a lot of reading.
Yes,
and
sir.
just matured as a person. I mean, none of us are the same people that we was even
Oh,
last
yes.
week. So
You're right. You're
on
right.
a day-to-day basis, by interactions and encountering people while I was in there,
Yes, sir.
it helped me change my way.
Last time I tell people, I said it'll happen. Is that one
Just
thing
have to wait.
God tells me all the time is keep your hand to the plow.
True.
Keep working. Keep, don't give up on what God has given you.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I didn't, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't really care if they watch it. I didn't get a lot of support from my family.
You never do.
I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't get a lot of support from my family.
There's always other people besides our family.
Right. When I first started out, God started me in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And God had to get me out of Dallas because I'd done everything I could do in Dallas. I preached, sang, and there was a bunch of familiarity.
Yes. Yes.
And family turned, a lot of people talked and had negative words and jealous and envy and, try to destroy your name and all that kind of stuff and tragedies and trauma. And there was many occasions where I wanted to give up. There was many occasions that I didn't even want to do ministry no more.
Yeah,
There
I
was many
understand.
occasions that I didn't want to preach, I didn't want to sing,
Didn't want to be around nobody.
didn't want to be around nobody,
I've
didn't
been
want
there.
to, talk with nobody, didn't want to pray for nobody, didn't want to do none of that.
Right.
Because there was no support. It felt like
You support everybody, but
you
nobody,
support everybody
and
else, but
nobody
they
won't
can't come
help
support you. They can't buy
Won't
tickets,
even
but they
answer your phone.
won't answer their phone. But when they need a miracle,
Oh, come on now. They're going to blow your phone
when they need a
up.
breakthrough, when they need healing in their body, they're
They
going to call
breaking up
you
your phone.
at 12 midnight and 2 in the morning and talking about their cat died and their dog died, they need a new washer. Well, I'm not
Call
the
me on the business time. business hours.
and when you call them, you don't get a response. Well, you want them
Won't
to
get
buy
a
a
call
CD?
back.
Oh, I'm going to
Right.
buy one. When? Never.
Or make a donation.
Make a donation.
Yes.
Because you always ask for donations and can you sow into this? Yeah, I go and sow. But when it's your time, where are they at? And, for people that have big projects and God has given the vision, don't give up on the vision because
Yes.
nobody supports.
You're right.
There's been times, I've been doing this a while.
Mm-hmm.
There's been times that God has told me to put together things and only 2 people showed up.
That's all right. The Bible
3
says all
people
you
showed
need
up.
is 2 or 3.
But in that, God was teaching me something how to trust Him.
Somebody say, what does the VIP package include? Nick Horn Jr. want to know, what does your VIP package include?
The VIP includes reserve seating.
Reserve seating.
You get some cake and some finger foods, fruits and stuff like that, and you get to come into the private gathering.
And the private gathering. So do they get to take pictures with the guests?
Yes,
and
you
the
get to take
artists?
pictures with the artists and all that kind of stuff. You get autographed CDs if you pay for them. I'm just being honest. You know, every artist tonight, you know, I just have to say, be real. You know, that's their livelihood.
Yes, I
that's
understand.
Their livelihood.
I understand.
You know, so they, you know, you get all that in the VIP package, and you get a good time. You know, so if you want to purchase tickets, you can. Now I suggest you go ahead, if you're gonna purchase tickets, to go ahead and do it now, because, like I said, these tickets are going like crazy.
Yes,
and
yes,
people are coming in from out of town.
Yes,
this is it's a big event. And so like I said, during admission is $10, and VIP is $15. If you want your tickets, you can pay it through the Cash App, or you can pay it through PayPal, and we can give you a physical ticket, or we can email your physical ticket, or we'll text it over to you once you send in your money. So the Cash App for that is Kingdom Age Global. That's the Cash App that you can send your money to, or if you want to donate, you can send the money there.
Right.
Or you can send it through PayPal, which is ApostleCampbell1029@gmail.com.
Okay.
So everybody, you know, that's wanting tickets, please, 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 I'm asking you to get
When is the deadline? Oh, is it passed?
The deadline hasn't passed.
Okay.
But we're giving everybody really until what's today's date?
The 7th.
What's Monday or Tuesday? What is it?
The 13th. Monday's the 13th, isn't it?
No. Hey, Tuesday 13th.
Okay. 12.
12. So you got till about, you really have to about the 11th with the Saturday. But we're going to extend it to about that Monday or Tuesday. Now, if it sells out before then I can't do nothing. And if you show up at the door,
nothing you can do about it.
If there is not enough space in there, I would hate for you to show up and they have to turn you around. Like, you know, I'm just being honest.
Well, yeah, you said that.
I'm just being honest, and don't call about, can I talk to William Campbell? I will not be. I will be in the back. Don't call my name. I will not be out there.
At the back.
There will be security detail
Go get
there.
him from the back. He know me. I told him I was coming.
I don't know Annie Man. I don't know Lily Sue. I don't know who they are.
Well, that's what me and Josh gonna do. So you already have our seat reserved, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, Lady Man.
Me and Josh don't have to tell him, look, y'all need to go back and get Apostle from the back. Yeah, he knows
Apostle is not coming out.
Yeah,
I am getting prepared, get dressed, you know, preparing to come out and preach or sing and do what I got to do now. On that Friday night, the Friday and Sunday is the nights, well, Friday night and Sunday morning is the night where we'll be preaching.
Who preaching?
I'll be preaching. I'll be speaking. Because you got a lot of guests anyway, so I'll be speaking and we'll be talking about.
That's right. Don't wait till the last minute. Somebody said don't wait till the last minute.
Right, I'm telling you, because you know what?
We gonna wait.
We gonna come in there.
My ticket
you know what?
Go.
You know what, girl, child? You know what? Ooh, you sure right. That concert is night, child.
Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Come on, let's put your clothes on. Mother, put that good wig on. Put your dentures in right.
Sure, just get your shoes and come on.
Right.
Just get something and let's go.
And, we're sorry. It's full of capacity. What? We came all the way out here for a concert. You know,
go get Apostle.
The Apostle's not available. You better call Jesus. He'll answer prayer.
I guess Jesus gonna be on the main line for that one.
He sure is, because you have to really call him, because I won't be answering.
I like, Jesus, you got this your call, Jesus. I don't have nothing to do with this. This is all you.
Right? And so that Friday night and Sunday, we'll be preaching prophetic words, teaching, healing, deliverance.
And what night is that?
That's Friday night, and that's Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. So Saturday has sold out, right?
Saturday
is sold out.
Now, what I was told, it is sold out, but what I was told was that there is a possibility that there are at least probably, I'd say, 10 to 15 more people that can be accommodated.
So about 10 to 15 extra seats that
maybe can be accommodated for that night.
You just have to see.
Depending on it. You just have to see once you
said get the tickets early. You already said it. So
right, because like I said, in a week, those tickets was gone.
Yes, that was a blessing.
No, I'm telling you, we put the thing out there. I was out of town, remember? I was out of town that time. I was in Dallas, and we put it out there. What day was that? I think I put that out there right before Christmas, or right before New Year's.
Right before then. It was sometime during that.
Yeah, it was right before New Year's. And within a week before I got back.
See, God can do it.
And I prayed and I said, God, now you told me to do this. Now I done this over and over again. I took this all over the country. I took this all different cities and towns. Now this time I'm gonna need you, because you done told me it's gonna sell out. Now this time I need to sell out.
Come on now.
And it did within a week. And
His word shall not return.
I'm telling you, but that's because of my faithfulness.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that said that I was not going to be able to pull it off.
And that show God that you're going to pull it out. I love for you to say I can't.
I'm telling you, there was a lot of people that said that I was not going to be able to pull it off.
So that just let you know that you were going to do it.
Right.
Everybody kept saying.
Even people that was walking with me
said you wasn't going to do it.
They didn't have to say it, but I could read their thoughts. I felt the spirit. I felt their reactions, because they're like, you 24 years, I'm 24 years old. And I'm like, and your point? I said, Jesus was 12.
Come on now.
I said, God gave this to me.
That's your ministry.
I talked to Carlton Pearson about it, which is a friend of mine. He said, go for it.
I know that's right.
And he said, he asked me, are you taking this on a tour? I said, yes, I am. And we talk every now and he asked me, how's Azusa going?
Yes.
And I said, it's going
to
marvelous.
Needed somebody to pick it up after.
To pick it up.
Yeah, somebody.
And people need to be resurrected. People need change. People need. It's time out for a bunch of religious smooths and tradition. People need an encounter.
All right now.
People need a move of God where they can feel the presence of God.
Yes.
Where they can be the message can be so relatable to their life, to where they're changed, to where they're healed, to where they're delivered, to where they're transformed and transfigured.
Yes. In
the divine nature of God, and their identity and their gifts are alive. We got so many people in the church that are dead because the pastor or the leader cannot take them somewhere that he hadn't been or she hadn't been.
That's true.
And so we have a lot of people in the church lacking. And some of it is not their fault. It's some of the reasons because what leadership you sitting under.
I believe that.
And it's just like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. They couldn't enter the kingdom of God. They couldn't teach about the kingdom of God because they couldn't get there themselves. Because they were so caught up in their traditions and their systems and their religions and their denominations.
Yes.
And God told me, he said, I'm not in religion.
Come on now.
I'm not in denominations. I'm in my culture and my kingdom being manifested within my people, within this earth, and change it and transform it and reform it to my likeness.
Yes, yes, yes.
I mean, my people being transformed into my image. I'm not about the religion. I ain't about the systems. I ain't about the politics. And we got a lot of politics going on in the church.
I agree.
We fighting over positions. We fighting over who gonna sing the best. We fighting over who gonna preach the best, and who can holler and scream the best, and play the organ the best, and beat the drums the best. Why are we going to church for that? If we want to do all that, you might as well stay in the world.
And nobody getting healed, saved.
Nobody getting healed, delivered, saved, and filled with the Holy Ghost.
Come on now.
And 2020, God is like this. I'm ready for my people to go into another dispensation. I'm ready for my people to be awakened to what is really true. Because some of us, we can be so much in a trance for so long in our lives. Whether by generational curses, whether by ancestral curses, or whether by the sins of our generations before us.
Yes.
And if we don't have somebody that's going to stand and preach the unadulterated gospel of Jesus Christ, people are going to be lost.
I agree.
I ain't about the watered down message. I ain't about this new age doctrine. The foundation is set.
Yes.
The structure is set. Why do we have to keep trying to change the structure to fit what we want? God ain't about flesh. He wants us to be renewed in spirit.
Yes.
He wants us to be renewed in mind, heart, body, and soul. And if we don't stop allowing ourselves to take on certain things and burdens that we should not be taking on, like sickness.
Yes.
Disease and infirmity. Like, well, I'm sick, I'm broke, I'm this.
You're confessing it.
You're confessing what you are. If you're in kingdom, if you're in God, you're not really that. So how do we have the Holy Ghost and we speak ill about ourselves?
I agree. Or we speak ill about our brothers
Or
and
we
sisters.
speak ill about our brothers and sisters. That ain't God-like. That's not Christ-like.
That's right.
And we wonder why we cannot move forward in destiny. We wonder why we can't move forward in purpose.
Yes.
And why our gifts cannot be activated the way they need to be activated. Because we're so busy being judgmental. So busy, well, you did this and you did that. Well, what about what you did last night?
Come on now.
What about what you did 2 weeks ago?
Y'all want to talk about that?
If the God spared your life, He gave you grace and mercy, so why can't He give grace and mercy to somebody else?
That's right.
And so when God told me to do this and build this and take it on, yeah, I was kind of nervous because I'm like, well, I don't know how the people going to receive it.
Don't worry about how the people receive it.
You know, and that was my mindset going. And God said, don't worry about what they say.
Yes.
You do what I told you to do. I
And
said, because the blessing is not in them and how they receive it. It's about your obedience to me.
Come on now.
And when I stepped out there, yeah, I started off with a team and then they were persuaded by other negativity that they allowed to come in. And I was stuck in a place to where I wasn't going to continue. After the 3 locations that we went to, and when I tell you it was a major success, people were saved, people getting healed on the spot.
Come on now.
People getting delivered on the spot. The Holy Ghost, the presence of the Lord, angels showing up literally in the service where you can actually see them.
I saw that picture.
You can actually see the angels appear and the face of God appearing. And the reason why I don't stop, the reason why I keep going and I keep doing what I'm doing, and people may say, man, you travel more than anybody I know. I said, because it's the will of God.
Come on now.
You always on TV and radio, and you always doing this. Well, are you jealous? Are you envy? Are you mad?
What are you doing?
You know, I'm sorry. What works are you doing?
Yeah.
I said the reason I continue to do what I'm doing because I have a heart for the people.
Yes, yes.
And I have a heart for what God wants to be done.
Yes.
And somebody has to stand. I may be young, but this thing is serious.
Yes, sir.
And you have people's lives in your hands. And I don't need nobody's blood on my hands.
Oh, no.
Because you're going to have to give an account when you stand before the Lord. And so, this Azusa Encounter, I encourage you to come out. Whatever you may be looking for, if you're having problems with your identity, if you're having problems unlocking your gift, come to the service.
Yes.
Come where you can get some help.
And where can they reach you at?
They can reach me at 832-510-4507. Or you can follow me on Facebook, which is William Campbell. Or you can follow my Instagram, which is Apostle W. Campbell. Or you can go to our website and subscribe to the website and see all the things that we have going on there, which is www.kingdomageglobal.wixsite.com/mysite. Or you can patronize the Facebook as well and share the flyers and come out and promote it.
Yes.
You know, we're about doing the work of the kingdom.
Come on now.
And that's what I'm all about. If you want to become a member, if you want to partner, if you want to join the movement and help us build, I'm always looking for people that are serious, that really want to do the work of God. They ain't just talking. Their actions speak louder than their words.
Come on now.
And so that's what it's about, and I'm excited about it. If you want to know more about it, the flyers are on Facebook. You can go on my page. Lady Hale, she shared it. Josh shared it. And also, they'll be doing media as well. Lady Hale.
I didn't put my request in, my VIP request.
We have media access. That's a whole.
So I'm above VIP now. Hey, I like that. I'm above VIP.
And still ain't sold us a seed either. I know one thing we call offering. You better come up and give an offering.
We'll go to Walmart and sell your CDs.
We are providing our services free of charge.
Yes.
Well, you sure right, yeah.
Oh,
and I'm providing mine free of charge many times too, Lord.
And before we go, because I got to do my story time with Lady Hale, y'all know I'm already starting on Valentine's. Y'all say, woo, we doing Valentine's. The kids, everybody was excited about Valentine's. You're having a conference coming up, right?
Yeah, oh yes. So yeah, I do want to talk about that. I'm sorry. We were actually going to talk about that tonight because we talked about it. So, so also what God has given me, and Lady Hale, and I made sure that she was a part of it, because one thing I believe in, if others can help you, help other people.
Yes.
It's reciprocal. Relationships are reciprocal.
Yes.
They go both ways. And so God gave me this network about 2 years old that I'm presiding prelay and apostle over, and God has blessed it to be worldwide. We got 4 consulates now, 20-some countries in about 6 or 7 states that are a part now. Full of organizations and churches. I don't know the number. It's a lot. And we just had the Ugandan military to come and partner with the network overseas.
Come on now.
And so we have our convocation coming up in September, but we also have our jurisdictional state convocations coming up. One coming up in Florida, April 3rd through the 4th, with Bishop Shane Paisley, which is on the executive board of my network and the chairman of the board. And then also in Arizona, Alabama, with my brother, which is a jurisdictional prelate there, from August 6th through the 9th. And we have a whole bunch of other states and events going on with that. But the major event that's going on is September 22nd through the 27th, which is the global holy convocation of the entire network, where everybody comes together. And one of our speakers is Lady Hale.
Yeah.
And she'll be speaking
Saturday, right?
No. You'll be speaking the 23rd.
Okay.
Which
you
is
say I got
that
the day thing, right?
You have the day session.
The ladies, well, and I wanted to tell everybody on there, I looked at all of that, and it was nothing but men on there. I'm like, women, we coming forward. Y'all come out and y'all better come on. We coming.
I'm telling you.
Come on now, y'all. We gonna bring it.
We bring it, I'm telling you. And we got, I got this other prophetess, heavy hitter that's coming. Because it ain't just going to be men on there, so I just want you to let you know.
All right, because y'all know I'm finna let y'all know. Come on, y'all going to have to do better than just one lady on there. Y'all going to have to bring it.
Right, we working on it. We got till September.
Right.
Now, registration, now, you don't get this in convocations and big, huge conferences like this.
Yes.
$25 registration till May 1st for the entire convocation.
Now, is this in Houston or?
This is in Houston.
Okay, and you'll give the location soon.
Yeah, we'll give the location soon. We're still working all that out and trying to get all that together.
So you want to have day classes and the evening classes?
Yeah, we're going to have day classes and night services.
Okay. So just briefly, what are some of the day classes going to consist of? I know
now the day classes, we'll be talking about leadership. We'll be talking about the women's department, the youth.
Right. We can fit everybody in there.
Everybody.
The children, the seniors,
your children,
the young people,
all your young people,
yes.
all that kind of stuff. Talking about marketplace,
family event. Okay,
family business.
Business, networking.
Now,
will you have any vendor spots available?
Yeah, we will have vendor spots
available. Want to do
yeah.
vendor and swag bags and all that? Y'all going to do that where you can put your business cards in the bag?
Yeah, all that. We have it. We'll have vendor tables. We'll have that information sent out as soon as possible. So if you want to be a vendor, you can come and vend, and then like I said,
to the event.
Yeah, come on to the event. It's the 22nd through the 24th,
right?
No, 27th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All week. Basically all week.
So I really won't be doing anything to the 27th because it's official that I'll be speaking. So everybody will be, presiding always speaks on the last day. So, but no, I want to
I'm going to introduce you then.
Okay, that's fine. That's
whatever.
Gonna be mad, but hey.
Call it into existence.
Right.
I already know. I'm going to be introducing him, so get mad.
Right. I had to tell the boy, hey, my sister, she's persistent and persuasive. So,
say when y'all leave the city, I still got to deal with her.
Right. When y'all leave the city, I still got to deal with her. So I'm gonna be getting phone calls and all that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff, and harassed at night and 12 at midnight when she need to be sleeping, man. So,
And destroying your life.
Right. Destroying my life. You come on my life talking about leave him alone and leave him. Wait a second. Hold up a minute. Don't you need to be sleep tight? We know you over 50. But anyway.
Take them old dark glasses off and all that. No, I just be playing with it when I come on this Facebook Live.
But registration for the entire thing is $25.
Okay.
$25 all the way to May 1st.
May 1st.
So
okay.
you have until May 1st, pay your $25, then they go up from there.
All right.
So $25 is cheap.
That's nothing.
For an entire conference.
Right.
You don't get that.
Mm-mm.
And it was the board that agreed to that. So
well, that's a blessing to
right.
some people. I just counted it as a blessing.
Right. So, you know, I told them, I said, get your registration so we can put you in the system and get your badges, all that kind of stuff. Wherever you want to come from, people flying in from other states, other countries.
I love it.
So it's going to be phenomenal. And then my brother and friend, Pastor Charles Anderson, he will be speaking from the Church of God in Christ.
All right.
So, you know, that Church of God in Christ.
Do they let women sit on the pulpit?
No, I'm just playing.
No, they don't. So.
No. Yeah. If you.
But I got a spot on the pulpit.
You do because you're a speaker. Yeah, you're a speaker.
Why they gonna try to put me out? I know them Church of God in Christ.
I'm not Church of God in Christ. We're Kingdom. We're not in my brother.
John Church of God in Christ. But your pastor not like that though, Pastor Wild. No, Pastor Wild's not.
Oh no, we're not like that. We don't discriminate against women.
Pastor Wild's not like that.
Because I don't want no women come on here talking about you discriminate against women. No, we believe that if God has called you, hey, there's nothing I can dispute.
It is what it is.
The worst will follow. The proof and the evidence is in the pudding.
Come on now.
All right, so we come apostles, prophets, the fivefold, intercessors. If you have businesses, come. If you're an entrepreneur,
come. You gonna be a vendor, Josh?
You want to be a vendor?
I might be a vendor.
Okay.
Yeah. And what about would you be able to do some kind of testing there?
Like
HIV testing.
HIV testing, since we have all of those.
Yeah, HIV testing, all that kind of stuff. We'll implement that and all that. We'll sit down and talk.
Right.
The person pawned a jewelry.
That's crazy.
And that's how the person got caught. You know.
They wouldn't even think it.
They wouldn't even think it. And also I have to say Wendy Quick, you know, because she's advocated against domestic violence.
Yeah, Miss Wendy. I love her.
So she's a sweetheart all the way around. Some of the people are Tisha, Nicole.
Yes.
I can give so much
just
credit
keep going,
to people all day long. You know, and us to say Josh.
Oh, we love our Josh.
Yes,
our Josh.
Josh spent a lot of awareness, and he's a sweetheart to the community.
Yes, he is. We love our Josh. Yes. And what I was saying, and I was telling you and your wife, that when God is getting ready to bless you and God is blessing you, some people you just can't take on your journey.
Yeah.
They cannot go. I don't care how much I love them, how much they doing a good thing in the community. That journey is not for them. And like I told your wife, I believe God is moving you and Audrey and your organization to a bigger and a better move. He's getting ready to do some great things with you guys, but everybody can't go with you. And you're going to have to really pray, fast, and seek, and ask God, who do you want on this journey with me? And whoever you don't want, I don't care if it's some of your best and closest friends, if God say they don't need to go, they don't need to go. Because you don't want to cut your blessing. Because you're going to truly be blessed. Because you've done all of this out of your heart. I've never seen you ask for money for yourself. I've never seen you take advantage of anyone. I've never seen you talk ill about anything. You've always done it for the community. And it's coming from your heart. And the Bible says that when God make you ruler over small things, He make you ruler over many. So you've been doing a whole lot of small things in the back. So now it's time for you to come forth and reap the blessings that God has for you. And I truly believe that. And me and my husband, we're totally behind you. You can call us anytime, whatever you need.
Well,
we have it. You got it.
I hope the husband come out there with her photography and take pictures on that day.
On that day. But this is what I know. And what is mainly the problem, because they gave them a pack that they give you when you get the flu.
That's the problem. It's the pack.
It's the pack. Because that pack is raising his blood pressure. Because we done been to the emergency room 3 times. It was like 175 over 120. So he was having lightheadedness, and we have to rush him to the emergency room. And now, even though he's not taking the pack, it's still in his system. That's what affected him. So he's still trying to get the flu off, but in the meantime, all that medicine raised his pressure up, and he's already a heart patient. So they're just telling them to take it easy because you can't be that close, you know, it's stroke level. So that he can't shake it. But we believe in God for his healing and everything. And I told him, I said, you know, we're going to have this Martin Luther King parade in a few weeks. You're going to have to do something. I don't know what you're going to do, but you're going to need to come on with it. He said, I will try to be there because that's why he wasn't at the visual. Because we've been missing him because we've been both at home sick. I said, make sure y'all do Facebook Live because that's the only way we're going to reach it. But you know, if he's well, he's going to be there. You know, we never charge you for anything. We're doing this for your organization. We're doing it for your community. And hopefully, you know, if we can put the pictures out, maybe somebody might know something. Maybe somebody will see something. That's why we're doing it. We're not, because you don't pay us a dime for those pictures. You never, you know, we never charge you. So we're doing this out of the goodness of our heart. And I want to put that out there. I always put that out there on the picture. Maybe if somebody knows something, they can contact you or say something. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's what it's about. Everybody coming together.
What I'm working on this year is a nonprofit. And also I want to partner with the police department.
Yes.
You know, I love Andy Conley.
Yes, he's real good. Yes.
You know, so I want to do a lot of different things this year. I want to branch out more. And that's why I tell people, if you need me, call me.
Yes.
And I can't really, there's only one John. It's not
that's
10 of us. And sometimes
it's just you.
I do get tired. Some people get mad sometimes.
But you have to rest too.
You know, because sometimes people go, hey, John, like, I have an event at 9:30. It starts at 9 o'clock. And it's 8:30. I'm
so you just jump up and just come out.
You know what? I do this several times for certain schools. I stop what I'm doing, and I drove way across town, and I speak.
Yes.
You know, it's the last minute. I'm like, I can't do it. What's the address? And I just show up. Because I don't like to say I'm going to come.
And then you don't. Oh, I understand because you always faithful to your word and everything.
Weekends are it's crazy busy.
It's triple book.
Yeah, the weekends. And also do on Wednesdays.
Your radio show.
And D. Harris, everybody. I'll go downtown. Chris, you know, I'll go downtown every Wednesday from 7:30 in the morning till noon. And I help volunteer to pass out food to the community. So
yes, you do.
People don't have any groceries. You guys can come down and sign up.
Yes, and she gives you a lot of good food.
Or your shopping bags.
So she's giving food for my kids.
Food, you know,
yes,
so
good stuff.
That's we. I mean, every day is a different stuff. Now, me and Audrey, the wifey, we start separating some days now.
Yes.
And on the weekends and go do different things.
Yeah, because y'all are so in demand.
Yeah, so
and I can see your organization just not only just here, but just going. You said Houston Unsolved Homicide. I can see you having a chapter in each state.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We've been to Austin. We've been to Sacramento.
I can see it spreading.
With CSSJ, Crime Survivor City for Justice. We've been with them also traveling, speaking.
And I see you just like that man. What is it? John Walsh show. We're gonna have the John Marsden show.
Big shout out to Clarence Walker. He used to be the writer for one of the writers of America's Most Wanted.
Okay, America's Most Wanted.
When I first started, he reached out to me in March when I first started, and he also surprised me 2018 at Crime Stoppers and shook my hand.
Yes.
And I appreciate the love and support, Mr. Clarence Walker.
Yes, and we're looking for your own television show because if you can put that out there, you can bring more awareness.
And see, the thing, I had like 5 opportunities already, but I'm not ready for that yet.
Okay,
you know,
take your time.
I'm not ready for it because there's so much to learn.
Yes.
There's so much to learn. Right now, I'm so into the statistics, the numbers of all the crime that's happening.
I saw that you put on there about the gun violence.
Because, you know, in 2019 in America, we had 340 people was murdered.
Yes.
You know, when it comes to just the part of suicide with a gun.
Yes.
It's also considered gun violence. And this year, we already topped that number already.
I saw that on your page, on your statistic.
Within not even 6 days.
Well, we're 7 days in.
7 days and we're over 400. So
I saw your statistics on there.
It's crazy. So I'm trying to break all that down within Houston, Dallas,
right?
San Antonio, Austin. Want to focus on those 4. Even what's the Abilene area?
Yes,
you know,
Abilene, Texas.
I want to break that down and see if I can get the stats on those right there. You know, because there's so much. Oh, another thing, guys, it's important to go to Crime Stoppers and support when they have these events.
Yes.
Because you meet so much wonderful people
that
actually. This one man, I forgot his name, but his son met a young lady online and wanted a date, and took her home. You know, she ended up robbing him.
I saw that.
And he called back for his stuff she stole.
Right.
And he had money to pay him, but ended up taking the money and killing him. You know, so you just gotta be careful. That's why when you go to these events, it's good to listen, sit there.
Yes.
You even gotta speak, just sit there and
just
listen.
Sit there and listen. I be just wanting to listen.
Sit there and listen because it's so much things you could learn.
Yes.
You know, just people talk for 20 seconds. You learn a lot in 20 seconds.
You learn a whole, because I've learned a whole lot from you. You know, just listening about this process. And I remember it was a lady contacted you. Remember those young girls were missing? Yeah. I guess the police couldn't find them, but within the 24 hours, you had found those young ladies. You know what I'm saying?
You know, last year, I'll say between December 2018 to November of 2019, through the social media, the shares and posts and calls and stuff, I think we did 11 people that's missing so far. But one young lady, I think her name was Priscilla, if I'm correct, she disappeared on the 4th of July, and she texts her sister July 5th. Sister contacted me July 5th, hey, can you help us? We can't find my sister. Actually, she called me July, I think the 14th. And the 15th, the sister called me. I recorded her conversation. She said, I have a husband at home with 4 kids. I'm depressed. I don't want to be there anymore. So I told the sister, listen to this. Yeah, that's my sister. She went home, but she didn't want to be there. So I explained to her that don't force her. If she says she wants to hurt herself, we got to think about the child's safety first.
Yes, think about all of that.
She went back to her ex-boyfriend. They used to abuse her real bad about 10 years ago. You know, and recently, Miss Jasmine Phelps, she was missing. She ended up calling me also.
Yes,
she quit working. She stopped going to school, doing finals. If you want to be independent and you live at home with your mom and dad or family, whatever, independence is not quitting your job. Independence is not quitting your job or quitting school. You know, but she called me, and she messaged and called. I was like, hey, I understand you right now she wants time for her. She's a young adult. Yes. You know, but the thing about disappearing as an adult, if you're not a child, you have to wait so many hours. We got man, it's from how far are we from the freeway right now? How far are we from the freeway? An hour from the freeway? Oh, how far from here to 610?
How far, Josh? About 15, 20 minutes?
610 right here. To jump on 610 freeway. How long? Like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So imagine a child walking right here, coming off the school bus, walking this dark street to go to this condo. And I say this for a reason because when I got I rarely cut my hair. I let my hair grow before I even cut it. I was walking home, walked to the store, and then I recorded. On the way back, there's 2 young girls. It was like 8 o'clock in the evening. They were walking from the bus. They're probably maybe 9 and probably 11. That's a lot of cars. It's dark already. Cars are slowing down. Slowing down, watching them. I'm at a distance watching. So I speed up a little faster. I'm watching them. For you to grab someone, a child right now, or a little boy, little girl, even an adult, it takes between 20 seconds to 2 minutes to get to the nearest freeway. Before the ambulance comes out. 2 hours to Austin, 4 to Dallas, 3 to Corpus, 3 to Central, and you're gone.
Don't get to the Mexican border.
And then people that do these human trafficking, they already have they have sometimes multi cars.
Plan groups.
Yeah. They already know the situation. Then paper tags come into effect, stolen cars come into effect. You might look for a red truck, a white truck, a blue car.
Put you in a white truck.
And see, people focus only on a white van. Stop thinking about the white van. That's a sidetrack. Think about predators walking right now, grabbing your kids at gunpoint.
I believe you. Yes.
You know, and then you got to think about other situations. You know, so it takes not even a minute to get to the nearest freeway. And when that person's on the road, the highway, they're gone. By the time an ambulance come out, you know, a parent know when their child is missing.
Yeah, you know.
You have a routine. Your daughter 12, 13, your son 14, 15, and that child don't come home from school 2 hours. Okay, you call the friends, you go to the school. 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Or Mr. and Mrs. Smith, we have to wait to make sure
that they didn't just run away and all this.
And that's the downfall. There's a lot of runaways out there. Yes. But when it comes to a toddler,
a baby,
come on, man. Come on. Don't sit there and wait
24 hours before they can do anything.
Yep. And speaking of that, a lot of these adults kill their kids.
Well, yeah.
Saying their kids are being kidnapped, which is not right.
Yeah.
Right. You know. That's a plain example of the Malia Davis case. That's a plain example of that right there. So we think they're gonna bring Darian out on the 22nd.
Okay.
Because in November they're bringing him out and they rated down and said not to bring him out because the case got rescheduled to January 22nd. You know, so I think on that situation they should bring him out for the first time. He's never been out. Of all the trials we went to,
I remember you
it's
said
odd.
that.
We sitting there for
So
2,
is it
3
because
hours.
of safety or they don't know
They have
yet?
enough security.
Okay.
Trust me, he's well protected in there. He's well protected. So end of the day, that's another situation that hopefully
You on the front line for too.
He get to speak. My thing is on that. His brother, when this happened, his brother just disappeared. He just went back to St. Louis. He just quit his job and got up and left.
Got up and just
He
left.
just don't get up. It's something there. I think we need to subpoena his butt back and bring him here.
And make him. Can they make him talk? They can't make you talk.
They could bring him in, but he don't have to talk.
So that's what I'm saying.
He can sit right there and just get quiet
I
the whole
didn't
time.
let him sit there the whole time. Just keep sitting.
But yeah, it hurts my heart. You know,
Yes.
It's very emotional just to see people, out there just losing their lives or being kidnapped or being bullied or just being bullied. That's another situation. That's why it's very important for us to keep on spreading awareness. And
Right.
a lot of things falls back on education.
Yes.
Because if the parent don't educate, I did a video. I think it was yesterday.
What time is it?
Is it time?
7:39.
Oh, okay. I got time.
Yeah.
I gotta do my story time.
Oh yeah, do story time. Yeah.
No, we fine. I gotta
Okay.
get to Apostle over there too. You ready, Apostle?
Yeah. Hit it.
Yeah, and that's true. Yeah, and you are such a blessing to the community. You're such a blessing, to know someone like you, because we need someone like a John Marsden. If somebody come up missing, I know in my heart that if someone would come up with one of my children or whatever, I don't care what time of night I call you, I know you coming. I already know that. That's just in your heart, just to help people. So it's truly a blessing and an honor, and make sure the audience can reach you, because they can still be in the parade. You say about Dominique, make sure they can, it's this Saturday, right, for her,
Yes.
the fundraiser for Dominique. That's the young lady that was killed by her fiance, and she had engaged to him 3 days, then later on she was murdered, and they're doing a fundraiser for her. And also, you saying, what's her name? Jasmine
Sevilla.
Sevilla. Jasmine Sevilla is tomorrow. If you're in the Houston area, go to the Sylvester Turner Park. It starts at 6 o'clock, right?
Yes,
It starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Make sure you be there with the purple and white balloons.
Yes.
And please do not ask the family any question. Don't ask them what's going on, because some of this is, could damage their murder case. They don't need to be talking. They're there to celebrate their daughter. And that's what we want to make sure, that their daughter is celebrated. Jasmine is not forgotten. I think the mom put out about the Jasmine Outreach Center, the outreach programs.
Yes.
I think I saw his wife put out something about Jasmine program. So how can the people reach you, especially if they want to be in the Martin Luther King parade? When is the deadline to pay the extra money?
Thursday.
Okay, it's this Thursday.
This Thursday,
Give them
yes.
your phone number, and then they can cash app you too.
Yes,
Say for instance, somebody out of state, because people listen to us all over the state. If they can't come, they might could sponsor someone.
Yes.
Please, if you cannot come and you want to sponsor a family member or someone, make sure you send the money in, and John can get that to someone who wants to be sponsored, but they can't afford to be in there. So make sure you do that, and you still need the banner done. If there's somebody listening, you can do banners. You need a banner for the Martin Luther King Day Parade. Did you get enough people on your banner?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, you have enough people. Okay, he has enough people. But it would be nice to have everybody marching in there, especially if you have a loved one died from domestic violence, gun violence, or whatever it may be. Please come and support this organization, because we want to have a big showing, because this is the first time. I don't think nobody else has done this in Houston, this type of organization. And for as I know, you're the only organization like yours in Houston right now. Am I correct? He's the only one in Houston that's like this. So make sure you get in touch with Mr. John Marsden. Make sure you watch his show on Wednesday, but they won't be on tomorrow, because they're going to be out there supporting Jasmine and her family. So Real Talk 100 Radio every Wednesday from, what is it, you read 7 to 9? 7 to 9. And they have some good guests on there. And if you want to be a guest on his show and talk about your relative or your family member or something going on, let him know, or you can come on my show. All we can do is listen here. I haven't experienced that, but we will give you the opportunity to come on. So make sure you contact John. And if you want to be in this parade, we would love to have you. If you want to donate and sponsor a person, you're out of state, make sure you contact John. What's your cash app?
It's
give him the phone number.
I'm looking at $HUH95. That's $HUH95. And my number is 832-960-0074. And I forgot. Shout out to Mams, Yolanda Richards, Muslim Investors, and Pastor Darren Red Severon. They've been so supportive and part of the crew. Appreciate that. All love and support. I almost forgot their names. So much names in my head that I forget.
Yeah, so much going on.
Miss Johnson, thank you so much. Hope you're feeling better. I'm going to try to come by and see you on Saturday. Well,
not Saturday because you're going to be at the fundraiser.
I'm going to try Thursday then.
No, nothing's going on Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try to
see you Thursday. Okay, I think you might have. Yes. Okay. Mr. Apostle, are you ready? Okay. Now we're going to talk to Mr. Apostle William Campbell. So, what do you have on Apostle Campbell that's coming up? You need everybody to know about what's going on.
On the 17th through the 19th, we have my tour that's going on here in Houston, Texas. And we have a bunch of artists coming, a lot of people coming in from out of town. It's called Azusa Encounter World Tour.
Okay.
And also live in concert / CD release tour as well.
Okay.
So it is a ticketed event. Tickets are sold out for the 18th. You can still come on the 17th and the 19th. Now the 17th, the doors open at 17th. The program starts at 7 p.m. And the 19th, which is that Sunday, the program starts at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. On the 17th, now the location is 9041 Cullen Boulevard, Houston, Texas. The name of the church is Church on the Rock. We have special guests, national recording artists, including Janice Peterson Townsend out of Houston, Miss Rosina Williams from WD Management Group under Bishop Comier and Hannah Comier, and prophetic worshiper, dancer, Miss Pam Mays Jones, and that's all on Friday night. Also on that Saturday, which is the 18th, we have my friend, national recording artist Wallace Grant coming, Kay Jones, National Recording Group, Patrick Williams and UIP, also Cephas, I'm saying his last name correct, Riggins, that is coming also with WD Management Group. And so we have a plethora of things going on the 17th to the 19th, so you can come out and enjoy. The doors open on Saturday at 5 p.m. Tickets for general admission is $10 and VIP is $15. What else is there? So like I said, Friday and Sunday, space is still a little bit available, but on the 18th, it's completely sold out, and that night is completely live in concert, music, food, cake, all that good stuff that's going to be there for that event.
Okay. So where can people contact you? Is there a website, or how can they pay? Do they pay at the door?
No, there will not be any paying at the door unless you've contacted me and I had to hold a ticket. And the reason because we don't need a bunch of traffic. We're trying to get in there at a timely manner and get out at a timely manner. We'll be there to 12, 1, 2 in the morning. I'm just being honest.
You know that's what time we be there.
You know, black folk,
I know
come
we
to
gonna
church
be there.
Shout and run and dance and knock over chairs and throw their wig and take the gentles out and throw it at the pastor and all.
What kind of church you go to?
Yeah. That's that Baptist spirit.
Stop.
That Baptist spirit, come on out. But you know, we're coming to have a good time in the Lord. Now, if you want tickets, you can inbox me on my not websites, but Facebook. I've been in training on there, like delivery.
You trying to look at all that Facebook stuff? That's why.
Oh, you be looking at yours.
But I'm not studying. I know how to keep it moving.
Look here, Mother Elsie. Anyways,
I know that's right.
I'm talking about all of it. We're anticipating a great time, a great move of God. Come expecting something from the Lord. Come expecting if you need healing, deliverance, miracle, signs, wonders, revelation, kingdom knowledge, business information. If you want to sing along, dance, shout, run around, you know, come freely now. It's only limited space, so, you know, you might have to dance, you know, where you're sitting. You can't do all that running. But, you know, the spirit get high. Well, hey, knock over chairs if you like. But anyways, this is actually, and I'm excited about it because it's the first one that is completely sold out. Out of all of my conferences, out of all of my revivals and concerts that I've done all over the country and traveled with, this is actually the first one that is completely sold out. And I give glory to God because I've been wanting to be sold out for the longest, but Houston supported.
Oh, that's good. It's only God's time.
Get all that together.
Because there's going to be a lot of people, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. See if he can set his up a space where we can go do HIV testing.
Yeah, HIV testing, all that kinds of blood pressure, whatever you got.
Yeah,
you know, all that kind of stuff. The health side.
Issue.
Yeah, the health side and all that kind of stuff.
He can bring the health issue and get all of that.
Yeah, and you can actually come and speak on it if you want to. You know.
You need a class for that, Josh, for the HIV?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll get someone to come out there.
Huh?
We'll get someone to come out there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, awesome. And y'all
All
sponsor too. And also we're looking for sponsors as well.
Yes.
People that want to donate to the works and all that. What's going on, y'all?
You need a table there too, John, for the vendor.
What day is it on?
September 24th?
The September 22nd through 27th.
I'll let you know earlier. And let me know how much the table for the vendor I sponsor Unsolved Homicides.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we'll have vendors and all that.
Josh, you usually have yours, right, Josh?
Right.
Yeah.
So Kingdom Age Global Convocation, y'all hear that? It's getting started. So
yes.
September is gonna be a phenomenal.
Yes.
Somebody said I would like to work with you. Yes, most definitely. Yeah.
Do we know him?
Michael Hickman.
We don't know him. We gotta know him.
Tell him
I'm just playing.
She just playing. That's my sister. Don't you want to say I'm in Houston?
Tell him I'm just
getting ready
playing.
for the tour. I wish you'd come down.
Tell him I'm family. I'm just playing.
Oh, he's a public speaker and more. Okay, most definitely. I will reach out.
What's his website? We need to check him out first. We just playing.
Do you have a website?
No.
If
All
you
right,
do,
y'all.
you can post
Thank y'all so much. I'm getting ready to go to my page, Shining Star Leadership Academy.
Love
Charter
y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Tell everybody to go to Shining Star Leadership Academy Charter School and get their children for a story time with Lady Hale.
Go in there.
Shining Star.
Shining Star.
Leadership
Academy.
Charter School.
Well, we'll be holding a Lady Hale in hostage anyway.
Hostage.
We love y'all. So
well,
go to my page, Shining Star Leadership Academy Charter School, and I'm finna read the kids the bedtime story. So until next Tuesday, this has been Real Talk with Lady Hale, and I have my brother John Marsden, which is on Unsolved Homicides from 7 to 9 every Wednesday, and Josh Mika Paz Impact every Monday from 7:30 to 9:30. Make sure you listen. And go right over, I'm going to go over to Shining Stars Leadership Academy Charter School, and we're going to do our story time. Until next Tuesday, this has been Real Talk with Lady Hale. See you. Goodbye.
Wendy.
You got to go pick up the flyer?
Yeah, I got to go get my
You want me to pick them up, or I'm already out there?
Oh, yeah, they're ready to be ready tonight. She get off at 11.
Okay. You want me to pick them up on my way out? Yeah, because I'm over there
anyway. I got to go to Greece Point to get my daughter,
So you got to go to Greece Point anyway, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you can get them. I was just trying to save you a trip.
You can still pick it up, man.
Okay, just let me know. I was just trying to save you a trip.
You can pick it up on the way if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to save you a trip. Because she's right around the corner from me. Hey, y'all. Shining Star Leadership Academy Charter School. Hey, y'all. This is the book, Henry and the Valentine Surprise. I know we're starting Valentine early because y'all know I love my holidays. I'm starting real early, boys and girls. Look at this book. And this book was by Nancy Carlson. Now, I don't know if Nancy is the author, the illustrator. It just says her name. So I love her beautiful pictures. Remember, this is the front cover of our book. This is the back cover of our book. And this is our spine. And this whole month until February, thank you, babe. Love you, sweetie. Our word today is going to be Valentine. And don't forget to sound that out, boys and girls. Valentine. Valentine. All right. It's Henry and the Valentine Surprise. It says, tomorrow was Valentine's Day, and Henry and his classmates found a heart-shaped box on Mr. McCarthy's desk. Look at them. See, they already being nosy. I hate those little children that be on my desk trying to find out stuff. That's how these kids were. They always on the teacher's desk. I don't like that. And it says, I wonder if Mr. McCarthy has a girlfriend. See, they being nosy, says Sydney. Teachers don't have girlfriends. They never leave school, says Henry. Well, it do seem like that we never leave school. We never leave school. But we do have to go home, and because I would see some of my children in the restaurant, they tell me, I didn't know you come to eat. Yeah, I have to eat. That's not true, said Tony. I once saw Mr. McCarthy at the grocery store. Let's find out if Mr. McCarthy has a girlfriend, said Henry. See, they worried about the wrong thing already. Look at that. They worried about the wrong thing, boys and girls. Oh, my. And it said, so during recess, they spied on Mr. McCarthy talking to Miss Olson, the playground monitor. Oh, I love these colors in this book. This is an awesome book. It has plenty of awesome colors. At lunch, they saw the lunch lady give Mr. McCarthy an extra tuna meal. Oh, look at these beautiful pictures, boys and girls. Look at those fabulous colors. I love it. It says, later, Tony spied on Mr. McCarthy eating lunch with the French teacher. They just being too nosy. They need to get their school lesson. That's what they need to do. Wow, Mr. McCarthy has a lot of girlfriends, said Henry. And at the end of the day, Henry said, who's that Valentine for? Who is the Valentine for? I love Valentine's Day. And they said after school, Henry made Valentines for everyone in his class, including the girls. Henry even put an extra candy heart in Sydney's Valentine. Oh, those are so pretty. I love Valentine. I love the candy. I love everything. It says the next day, everyone was excited about the party, and Mr. McCarthy was looking sharp. They're having a Valentine party at school, boys and girls. Look at that party. Look at Mr. McCarthy. He's looking sharp. It says, well, when it was time for the party, Henry asked again, who is that Valentine for? Well, it's a special Valentine All Valentines are special, boys and girls. They're all special. And it says, no, it's your new class pet. There are 20 fish, one for everyone in the class. You make a very special Valentine for your fish. They get to name their own fish for Valentine's Day. Oh, wow. That's a good Valentine gift, boys and girls. They get to name their own fish. Yippee! Yippee! Look at them. This is so beautiful. And it says, see, I told you teachers don't have girlfriends, said Henry. Yeah, says Tony. Teachers are too busy. Yes, we are. We are truly, truly too busy. We are busy. But we do have families. We're just busy teaching. All right. And I love that because the Valentine special, Mr. McCarthy bought all of the boys and girls a fish for Valentine. So we've had our bedtime story, boys and girls. I want you to remember, because tomorrow in school, that our word for this month, January until Valentine, is going to be Valentine. And you have a lot of special people in your life. And don't forget, when you go to school tomorrow, make sure you listen to your teacher. You raise your hand, and you do your work, and you keep it at a level 0 until your teacher asks you for a question. You raise your hand, wait for her to acknowledge you. Do not yell out. Do not get out of your seats. Because Lady Hale is thinking about you. You're going to be good boys and girls. Now, until tomorrow, this has been Story Time with Lady Hale. And tonight, we talked about Henry and the Valentine surprise. So tomorrow, we're going to have another Valentine special movie. A book. Not the movie yet. The book. So until next tomorrow, have a great day and a safe night, and make sure, my boys and girls, you have a good night.